It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Thursday, the 8th of May. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather, for the most part, dry this morning, but we'll see a few scattered storms forming later today, maybe strong. And for the weekend, the weather's somewhat unsettled, some chance of rain at times on Saturday and Sunday. Here's the upper air look early this morning. And again, there is an upper low north and west of the state. Have a southwest flow aloft here and a fairly soupy, moist air mass in place. This is the radar composite early this morning. Got a few scattered showers across the southeastern counties, but most of the state is dry. And we are generally in the 60s across the state. Although Dothan, the warm spot, they've got 71. Now, issue number one today, it's fog early this morning. For the counties in gray on that map, that is a dense fog advisory. For about the northern two-thirds of the state, the fog should dissipate by mid-morning. And around the nation, things pretty quiet. Those fog advisories extend back into parts of Arkansas, northeast Oklahoma, and southern Missouri. So there could be a few strong storms today ahead of that upper low across the southeastern states. And SPC has defined now a level 2 out of 5 risk from Birmingham north, a level 1 out of 5 risk for the rest of the state. That's for scattered storms that form this afternoon and this evening. And this is a low-end threat, but there might be a strong storm. We'll take a look at the modeling in just a second. Then tomorrow we have a low-end marginal risk of severe storms, level 1 out of 5, for the southeastern counties of the state. And then on day 3, which is Saturday, there could be some thunder here, but no severe storms are expected. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, valid through Thursday morning of next week. For parts of South Alabama, rain amounts in the 2 to 3 inch range. Southeast Alabama, maybe rain amounts in excess of 3 inches. For the northern half of the state, rain amounts between 1 and 2 inches. And again, this is between now and Thursday morning of next week. So let's take it day by day, model fans. Here we go, the GFS. This is the 06C run, valid today at 4. And again, the trough is positive tilt north and west of the state. For a big severe weather day, you want to see a negative tilt trough. And it's not going to rain all day. In fact, I would suggest a decent part of this day will be dry, but later today, storms will begin to form. So this is the high-resolution HRRR model, valid this evening at 7 o'clock. And again, we always say this, but it's true. The radar is not going to look exactly like this, but something like this. And for most of the state, no rain. There will be scattered storms around where they do form. They could be relatively strong. And again, this is not your typical classic severe weather setup, but let's drop in a couple of the severe weather parameters. First off, this is the surface-based CAPE. This is the instability or buoyancy. And that's one of the elements you need for strong to severe storms. And those values are certainly sufficient for strong storms. And keep in mind, as we get into the summer season, you'll see relatively high CAPE values every day, June, July, August. But surface-based CAPE values, 1 to 2,000 joules per kilogram. But the wind dynamics are just nil. This is the SRH, the storm relative helicity. It's 7 o'clock this evening. And again, wind fields are very weak. So that means tornadoes would be almost impossible to form. So some of the storms could produce maybe some small hail, gusty winds, but again, a very low-end severe weather threat. So this is tomorrow. And of course, many questions about the weather tomorrow evening, as many outdoor events are planned. Let's look at the high-resolution HRRR model. This is valid tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. And this is suggesting the better chance of showers and storms could be across the southern counties of the state, with North Alabama being relatively dry. And again, there certainly could be a few showers over North Alabama, but again, the key message here, it's not going to rain all day, and it's not going to rain everywhere. The showers and storms somewhat scattered in nature. So what about the weekend, you ask? This is Saturday. And again, the idea is that the better chance of rain at times on Saturday will be across the southern two-thirds of the state, from Interstate 20 south. In the Tennessee Valley up in North Alabama, the chance of rain, yes, there could be a few showers, but probably not many. And this is Sunday, and we'll mention a chance of showers statewide, but again, not raining all day and not necessarily raining everywhere. Highs for the weekend will be in the 70s. Monday, same thing, we'll have a chance of showers statewide. Tuesday, we'll maintain the chance of a few lingering showers. And then Wednesday, the upper ridge begins to build in. And Wednesday will be dry and much warmer. And a week from today, this is Thursday, May 15th, you can see the strong upper high over the Gulf nosing in here. The main westerlies are shifting to the north, and that suggests dry and very warm weather. We'll be flirting with 90 by the end of next week. Let's go out 10 days. This is Saturday, May 17th. We've got the ridge over Florida troughing north and west of the state. And if this verifies, the better chance of rain holding north and west of Alabama. But understand this is 10 days out. We all know this could change. This is rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. The mean about 2.5 inches between now and the 23rd of May. Temperatures coming off the NBM National Blend of Models. Up in the mid-80s today with a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Upper 70s tomorrow, mid-70s for the weekend and early next week. And then here comes the heat. The magical 90 number shows up there. 90 for the high at the end of next week on Friday, May the 16th. 89 on Saturday, May 17th. And 83 on Sunday, the 18th. And the latest long-range guidance, this is for May 15th through May 21st. The upper ridge in place, and if that's the right, temperatures will likely be above average. So about 24 hours ago, we had that wake low event. We had the big rain mass that came through overnight, and on the back edge, we had a very sharp pressure gradient that formed. And those gradient winds were responsible for a whole bunch of downed trees. And those wake lows can be awfully tricky to forecast and deal with. Some of the winds gusted to 40 and 50 miles per hour in spots, especially across the western side of the state. In fact, look at this. This guy was sleeping in here, and that big tree limb came through the ceiling. That's pretty dangerous. Thankfully, nobody was hurt there. So yesterday, we had a few isolated showers. I love a good time lapse. This is southern Calhoun County. Here comes that little isolated rain shower passing through. It's outstanding. But man, the sunset last night was just a killer. It was so good. After those isolated showers, the sky was basically on fire across much of the state. I mean, sometimes you need to put the phone down, go out there and just look up. You'll see some incredible scenes. That was the view over Smith Lake, a gorgeous drone shot there. So today I will be in Gadsden at Striplin Elementary School for a weather program. Tomorrow morning, going to be in Blount County, Southeastern Elementary School, and then Hayden Primary School. And again, we do not have a book signing this Saturday. We will have one a week from Saturday at Tannehill State Park during trade days. And that is a fun event. Looks like the weather's going to be very warm and very dry for that. We'll have details on that early next week. And of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.